Maybe I'm wrong. I'm open to that too. I don't know. Life isn't Instagram.
Yeah.
It's not. Never will be. Hello, my little bear cubs, and welcome back to another episode of Secondhand Therapy. We need to remind you that we are not therapists. We are not experts. This is not a substitute for therapy, nor is this professional advice of any kind. If you want to support the podcast, you can do so in a few ways. We have merch available at secondhandtherapypod.com. We have a Patreon.
We do have a Patreon, and if you're sick of hearing these ads, because you're going to hear so many fucking ads, we can't wait to play these fucking ads for you. You're going to hear so many. But there's a way to avoid them. You go to Patreon, you give us $5 a month.
Here's an ad! You thought it was an ad, didn't you?
Scared me.
Bitch ass.
For just $5 a month. Less than what used to be a foot-long sub.
Yeah. Man, they really just
They
erased that from the world.
Buddy, $18 it cost me the other day at Subway.
Well,
$18.
That's because you should be going to Jersey Mike's. Okay? Subway's trash.
Yeah.
Now,
That's punishment tax.
for $5 a month, you can get ad-free episodes. You also get the episodes early. They come out on Friday on Patreon instead of Monday.
There's also another podcast, but you can't access that until you give us just if you have $10.
If you got a couple more dollars, you get access to our non-therapy podcast. You get access to the group chat. You get access to him reading ASMR. You get after the pod. You get me high talking about time and shit. And then, just do it.
We are also getting ready to move into a new studio.
Yeah.
And so if you just want to be like, hey, I like what these guys are doing and I want to help out, go to Patreon. You can help us out there. We are building a new studio. It'll be nice.
I don't give a fuck about the studio, but he's really into it. So I'm letting him design it. So if it's ugly, don't talk to me.
It's going to be great.
I did get a cool piece of art to hang behind me. It's Tony Soprano.
You did.
It's Tony Soprano in therapy.
Go over to Patreon. There's all kinds of cool shit there. And also, if you want to send us anything, there's a P.O. box. It is in our bio on Instagram, along with other ways to contact us, including this phone number right here.
818-850-2448. Text us. Leave a voicemail.
And maybe you'll hear it on air.
Maybe
Thank
we'll
you
just
guys
respond to it.
for listening. And again, if you're on Patreon, you wouldn't hear any of this.
Yeah. Go over to Patreon. What are you doing?
Take some of that Christmas money from Grandma. Put $5 on Patreon.
Yeah. I can't believe it's already January again, you know?
The holidays have just like gone.
Yeah. My therapist asked me, I was a little annoyed by the question, but it was a good question.
Yeah.
She's like, so how was your year?
The how was your year? Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, but the guy at Trader Joe's asked me that.
How was your year? So in honor of that, I made a shirt that I think sums up the year.
You
I got a custom shirt on.
underneath your Italian tuxedo. What the fuck?
So that's the new shirt.
What the fuck?
2024 in a nutshell. I think we should sell this shirt. The sad pony shirt.
The sad pony shirt.
This is a real screen grab from one of our episodes.
You love that screen grab of me. And also, I did not realize that I do that face in every episode.
Yeah.
At some point, you've pointed it out. You're like, here's another one.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, if you're listening to this, you got to go hop on YouTube.
Why do you have this shirt? Why?
This is my Sad Pony 2024 shirt.
I wish it said Happy New Year or like 2024 or something. Like,
well, the ones we sell on the website are going to have some stuff on them.
yeah. You're just going to make me a t-shirt meme.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Secondhand Therapy.
New year, new me with that
New
face.
Year, new me. Yeah. This is my my new shirt. Let me know. Let us know if we should sell these. I think we should. I'm gonna be buried in this.
Wow.
Yeah. So she asked me. Let me unzip this all the way.
Jesus Christ.
It's a cool shirt.
You know,
I don't want to cover you up.
My feelings hate it. My ego loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a battle right now.
Yeah. Call this shirt your mom. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, so my therapist...
It's easy to fit into? No.
Wow. No, because you can get it for cheap.
Whoa.
Okay. We did it.
Enough.
Because I'm inside it. Okay, that's enough.
I've seen a lot of people wearing it out downtown. Okay, that's enough.
That is it.
That's it.
That is it.
That's it.
That is it. That's enough. The woman's dead, Michael.
The woman is dead.
Dead, Michael.
That's what the t-shirt says.
That's great.
Fuck.
Okay. Mm-hmm. She said, how was your year?
And you said, the woman is dead.
And I said, the woman is dead, Chloe. And I kind of was just like, as I do, it was fine. And it's, then we kind of got in, it was a little existential, I guess, but we kind of were talking about, truly, when you look at the, like, moments of the year, I had a big year.
Yeah.
Like, I got in a relationship for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah.
It's gone really well. She and I have, like, our relationship has really grown. The podcast has exploded. I upgraded my car.
Yeah.
And made money doing it. You know?
I mean, duh, it's you.
Daddy wheels and deals.
He's a businessman.
Can I brag about it real quick?
Sure.
I upgraded from a 2011 Prius to a 2017 Kia Niro, all black wheels, and profited $2,500. Okay.
Wow.
Now that's a trade up.
That's a trade up.
Pocketed some money.
That's not trade off. That's trade up.
Black wheels. Oh, it's a nice car.
It's a nice car.
It's a 2017. I get it's not new. Go fuck yourself. I don't like.
It's new to you.
I don't like new cars anyway. They depreciate. So hey, I got a low mileage. It's still a hybrid. I'm happy. Did our first live show.
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Right. I became the best pickleball player on earth.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I've done a lot this year.
You've had a year.
I've had a year. But this kind of goes to what you and I talk about a lot, about how much I'm a big picture guy. Because I am... my instinct is to say because I'm aware of this, but that, I don't know, that sounds arrogant as fuck. It doesn't feel like a confidence thing. Because I view life in a big... I understand that life in general is mundane. Life is boring. And because I view life in that big picture, the fact that I've had a big year filled with big moments and big accomplishments, it doesn't really resonate. Because I'm just like, yeah, but it was fine. It was a good year. Like,
yeah.
Life is incredibly mundane. And that kind of we had a conversation about society and how I don't know if it's like social media or capitalism or, I mean, with social media and the internet, we're constantly comparing ourselves to everybody else and everything we see.
Yeah.
But I think we've developed this idea that every bit of life is supposed to be magnificent and spectacular and remarkable.
Yeah.
And that's not real.
We're supposed to have these commercial moments.
Every moment.
Yeah.
is supposed to be capturable. And if you look at like 100 years ago, which is not a long time at all, people, your entire day would be like tending to land
Yeah.
and like walking to get, and like that was it. Like your entire life was almost just rooted in survival. And now, I don't know if it's because we have so many luxuries, but we have so many luxuries and so many, like, everything is easy.
Yeah.
Like, survival is kind of an afterthought. Like,
That's
and
interesting. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just, yeah, we don't have to worry about it anymore. It's just kind of happening in the background. Yeah. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not worried about like, I gotta catch food today. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Am I going to do Chipotle or not? Or
Yeah.
make a sandwich at the house?
Yeah. And I hear the privilege in what we're saying. I understand not everybody
Yeah.
has the money to have. I understand there are hungry people in the world. We're talking big picture.
We're talking hunting gathering. We're not talking
Yeah.
the luxuries of 9 to 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
We're talking like you're not hunting a boar for
Yeah.
dinner tonight.
Yeah, you're not doing anything. All you have to like everything we need to survive is rooted in money now.
Yeah.
It's just rooted in earning and capitalism.
It used to be chores and now it's work.
Yeah.
Or like corporate work.
Yeah.
Or however you want to classify it.
Yeah, you trade your time for these luxuries and conveniences.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a weird thing. And and then that kind of led into us talking about how little of life I feel like I'm in touch with. I mean, if you look at the way things are going, we're not going to be leaving our fucking houses pretty soon.
Yeah.
Everything is shipped. Everybody wants these VR glasses. Like our entire existence is going to be sitting in a chair just watching things happen.
Watching other people's lives play out.
Or watching this fake existence around us, and
Yeah.
like that is some sort of stimulation.
Yeah.
And it seems to be that's what people are aiming for. Like if you get all these things, then you don't actually have to experience anything.
Yeah.
You can just get a contraption or buy the feeling.
Yeah. Because dopamine doesn't care where it's coming from.
Right.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of that. I think about that a lot. That it's from a Bo Burnham special. It wasn't Inside. It was the one he did right before that, where he has that moment where he breaks down, he turns on the house lights, and he talks about how they just gave us phones and was like, here, entertain yourselves. And that's what we've been doing, is just like, we're doing the work now, even on that end of like with TikTok and everything else. Yeah, you're just watching other people's lives,
Yeah.
you know, slide by fucking slide. And you're just like, you're getting dopamine from other people's experiences.
And it's almost like the dopamine has become bad, because that dopamine is actually programming your brain to feel inferior to what you're seeing.
Yeah, it's it's artificial, and it's just, it doesn't belong to you.
Yeah. So we were talking about that, and then that led to us discussing what it means to be a human. And I, again, operate on the understanding that you're not supposed to feel good all the time. Some parts of life are bad, and it hurts, or it's sad, or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what it is to be a human being, is to do the whole spectrum from joy to misery. And I think we as a society, as a world, are getting to a place where we are so afraid to feel that our lives have become nonstop distractions from being.
Yeah.
And I feel sad about that. And I feel helpless and frustrated. And I don't know what to do about it.
But when it comes to your own personal life, though, you don't really give in to those things a lot of times. You're not somebody who doom scrolls a lot or can't go someplace without their phone or anything like that. So it's odd to hear that it affects you in a way that you're saying it is, even though personally it doesn't. From what I'm observing, that doesn't seem to be, I don't want to say your problem, but your deal, your situation, whatever you want to fill in the blank there.
Yeah. It's not, I do those things. Not as much as I think most people do.
Yeah.
But I think the sadness is just observing what it is that this has become.
Is there a helplessness there of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all just want to stare at a screen and fucking like nobody knows it. Nobody wants to connect with each other. It's all.
See, this does not add up for me for you. Because
you and I view connection very different.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you hate connecting with people. You hate talking with people.
I love connecting with people.
Yeah.
I love connecting with people beyond.
On a deeper level, yes.
Yeah. Yes. But meeting someone at a house party and doing small, that's not a connection for me.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because...
Or even you and I, we'll get caught up sitting out here and both just, I'm doing work, you're doing work, and it's just like, oh, cool, we're just going to sit here and stare at our computers or stare at our phones, and it's just like, cool.
One of my favorite things that we do, and it's something small.
Throw the football.
Yeah. Okay, two things.
The king of two things.
King of two things, baby. One, that's one of my favorite things we do, even though it's small, and then we can just like we go outside and we throw the football around.
I want to get baseballs and gloves. I want to get a baseball and two gloves so bad.
And we just catch up about life, bullshit, work, whatever the fuck. But it breaks us out of that monotony a little bit.
Yeah.
Two. Are there more small things that you could be implementing in your life that are like that would create a bigger change than that would combat those feelings? So this feeling of community and like building that a little bit more instead of just going to a house party and talking about what's your favorite fucking soda pop, like having deeper connections with somebody, like grabbing dinner with somebody that you actually give a fuck about. Like, could you be doing that more? Like, and not on a grand scale. Not like every night I'm doing dinner, but like.
Yeah. Yes, but that's not where I'm starting.
Okay, so you have a plan. Of course you fucking have a plan. Jesus Christ. I thought about this 2 hours ago, and I have a plan.
I have a plan.
Okay.
I need to get in connection with my own body. I talked about this in therapy. When it comes down to the simple operation of my body, I would say most days it's not even a present feeling of me that I'm breathing. There are times when I'll be like sitting and I'll like just have this wave of like noticing my breath. And that's rare.
I do that when I'm high, but other than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
We breathe every second of the day. And not even aware of it.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to get in a very present and connected state with my body. And like when I went to the gym today, I didn't worry about how heavy I was lifting, none of that. All I did was try to feel the muscles I was working and just feeling them work and what that felt like. And like as they're getting used and as they're filling with blood and just trying to like connect with my body.
Music on or off?
Music was on.
Okay.
Music was on because one, they play terrible music at the gym. And two, there's just too many people and we got that one guy that sings and I can't.
Can you make a small switch over to sound instead of music and then maybe help you focus a little bit more on being present?
I've thought about that. I also, this is just like, it's either paranoia or realism.
Okay.
I turn off, because I use AirPods, I turn off the noise canceling so I get the pass through because I want to hear the active shooter when I'm there, you know? Like, I don't even do noise canceling anymore. I'm like, I got to hear this AR when it goes off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. America, baby.
Yeah. And I'm serious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
I know
shop,
you are.
I never go noise canceling. I'm like, because that's also where we're at. Like, the odds are you're going to be in a shooting situation in your life now.
I have those moments when I'm at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Oftentimes somebody comes in late or whatever. I'm like, who the fuck is this? What are they doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that anytime.
Cool life we're living.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to get connected with my body, and I think that's where I want to start. Like we're moving soon. We've talked about this. Our new place has a pool, and the pool's gonna be cold as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting in it every morning, and just to feel. I mean, I don't know if I believe in ice baths and what they do.
Yeah.
But I do know that if I get in really cold water early in the morning, I'm going to absolutely feel that on my body.
Yeah.
And one of the things I want to implement in my life is more intention. And I don't want that to be a daily routine or a daily schedule, because I've tried that before and I kind of ended up resenting it.
Yeah.
Because it felt like a job. It didn't feel like freedom. What I'm after is freedom.
Yeah, you want to feel like you're choosing it, not that it's
Yeah.
not that it's a forced thing. Yeah.
So for me, that goes to I want to start my day with intention. And that's going to be meditating. I want to do some stretching when I wake up because like I'm fucking 36. Like, how can that hurt me? You know, get in some cold water. Like I want to like start my day with intention.
Yeah.
And see how that changes. And then
Have you tried this before, or is this all new?
I have, I did meditate every day toward the tail end of the pandemic. I had a great start to my day. Meditation, workout, like felt incredible.
So you did notice a difference with those? Oh, really?
Yeah, felt great. And I honestly, I don't remember where I lost it. I have a lot of frustration about that. A lot of frustration that I broke that routine.
Why haven't you gone back?
The honest answer is I know I'm not ready.
Ready for discipline like that, or
Yeah. I know that I am not in the space to do it the way it needs to be done. And half-assing it doesn't change anything. I know a lot of people are like, well, going to the gym and doing a half a workout is better than not going at all. Okay. Sure. For you, I'm sure that's true. For me, I'm just making muscles a little bit sore that I then can't do a good workout tomorrow. Like for me, I don't operate that way. Maybe scientifically it's better. I'm not into it. Yeah, I just haven't. I don't know. Just haven't been ready to like do it. I don't know why. It's a weird thing.
'Cause you can't do it perfect.
I don't even know if it's about perfect. I think it's about doing it in a way that is effective. Because you can do anything half-assed to say you did it. That doesn't mean you're actually changing anything or creating a habit or anything like that. And maybe this is the downside of big picture thinking. In that, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm going to lie to myself and, oh, no, I'm doing it. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it.
What about starting somewhere? Do you believe in that? Or is it just do it or not?
That's what I'm doing with like getting in touch and connection and presence. I'm starting with my own body. When it comes to starting my day with intention, yes. Yeah. It starts with, I don't love meditating.
Yeah.
I think it starts with more of like 10 minutes of like concentrated deep breathing. I like to put on like, usually like some Hindu, like temple music and do like 10 minutes of, I just count my breaths, like in my nose, out my mouth. I do it for 10 minutes and I try to stay under 70 breaths. So under 10 a minute, which is supposed to be effective, like deep breathing to oxygenate your body. I'm also in the process of, I don't think I've told you this, getting an Echo bike put in my room with a new plate so I can start the mornings with like 10 minutes of hit. I've always wanted an Echo bike.
What is an Echo bike?
It's a stationary bike with like.
Okay, but you don't know how to ride a bike.
It's a stationary
Yeah, but
bike.
you don't know how to ride a bike.
I got training wheels for it.
Who's gonna show you how to ride the bike?
You're such a cunt. Yeah, so I can.
Dad'll
Like,
come in there and show you how to ride the bike. Get you going.
He doesn't answer my calls. Just kidding. I don't call him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am setting myself up for success. Yeah. Because like now I get active. Like I play a lot of pickleball. I go to the gym a couple times a week.
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting movement. I'm doing that. Like it's just not as intentional. I want to be more intentional with what I'm doing. So if I can start my day off with some deep breathing, 10 or 15 minutes of hit on the Echo bike, get into some cold water, like count my breaths, feel my deep breaths, get some movement, feel my heart rate go up, get a sweat, get in some cold water. I know that's going to feel terrible.
Yeah.
But it's all starting my day all with things that, one, are for wellness, and two, are ways to get me very present in my body. So that's my plan to start.
So how does that tie into big picture, mundane, day-to-day bullshit?
That's exactly what it is. It's Monday. If it becomes a good daily routine, in 3 months, it's mundane bullshit. It's just part of the existence.
I thought you were trying to fight against the feeling of mundane. You're leaning into it.
I understand that life is mundane. I think that people who think every moment is supposed to be grand and magnificent and your life is supposed to be filled with travel, and that's not what life is, dude.
Yeah.
That's not it. Life is being with the people you care about, and it's boring a lot of the time. But it's not that boring because you care about them. You're with people you care about. And you can maybe have a laugh. You can maybe have a serious talk. Maybe you can sit in silence. That's what life is. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm open to that too. I don't know. Life isn't Instagram.
Yeah.
It's not. Never will be. There are people whose life is like Instagram and they're in rehab.
Yeah.
They're in rehab because they had where a lot of their life was remarkable and they were still miserable and they couldn't figure out why. Because that's not what life is. Thoughts?
Yeah, I was just reflecting on um my own kind of relationship with the chase.
Do you know what you're chasing?
I used to, or I thought I did. But life is happier now without the chase. And yeah, I too want to be living with more intention. I see myself getting lost too much in my phone, not being present enough. But I think where we differ is, and I don't know if this is, again, the right answer. It's probably not. It's probably fucking whatever. Putting me last again. But mine isn't intentional inward, it's outward. So some of the things I've been thinking about is how do I build a better community? How do I get out of the house more? How do I enjoy more life? Create some of those moments, not necessarily chase them or whatever, but have them organically. But I wish I were more social. I wish I were more engaged. I wish I was somebody who enjoyed going out more, even a little bit more. I'm not saying party every night, but to feel comfortable at an event or a bar, man, that'd be great. Instead of just standing against the wall and being like, I wish somebody would talk to me, or I wish I could have something interesting to say to somebody.
What about that appeals to you? Why is that a wish?
I like the energy of others. I do. It's not a validation thing. It's exchanging energy. And I like that.
Do you like your energy?
Sometimes. Sometimes I'm thinking I'm interesting. Sometimes I think I'm fun. Sometimes I think I'm whatever. Deserving.
That's why you're wishing to be somebody else so bad?
Not somebody else, but I wish I was more comfortable in different situations. That's all.
How do you get more comfortable in those situations, do you think?
You just put yourself in those fucking situations to you're comfortable. But yeah, as somebody who doesn't drink and doesn't really party and stuff like that, like it is the motivation to like do something like that. It's like, oh yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, so somebody who doesn't drink, doesn't party. Why do you want to be in parties?
The energy of others. So, but that's where they are. So
some of them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying that's the only. I just wish I was more social in general. Whether that means the fucking library or the bar or the fucking, wherever people are that I feel like I would have fun engaging with. I wish I was more comfortable there. I have a lot of friends, but they are spread out, and a lot of times it is a digital feeling.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm very close with a handful, but even then our conversations are sparse or spread out or whatever. And so I wish I had a little bit more in-person community.
Do you feel it's hard to get energy on a FaceTime or on the phone? Or?
Yeah. It's just not the same. I feel like it doesn't last as long. When somebody comes to visit or you visit them, I feel like that carries over for a few days. You know, you have that like, man, that was fun. You know, like that was a great little weekend or whatever. And that kind of carries over. The phone call, you're like, oh yeah, I fucking talked to Ted today. That was cool.
What about during the phone call?
It's just not the same. So you can, for me, I can feel the distance. Again, it's hard to get that energy.
Man, all I hear is how much you need everything from everybody else. That's all I can hear. I hear a lot of all or nothing too.
Yeah, there's some selfishness there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't mean selfishness. I just meant like, if it's not in person, what's the point? Well, because you get a little.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I talk on the phone.
I know.
I'm a phone talker.
It's hard to be alone. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
That's actually what I've been thinking too. Because you are on the phone so much, but you say you're not getting that connection or energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if you went into those phone calls with intention of connecting with the person rather than filling a moment of yours, if it would be different. And I'm not saying this is a fact, but I've always had the impression that most of your phone calls are a distraction for you. Because they often happen when you're on a walk or you're in the car.
Well, going back to that idea of like, and we've talked about this a few times, it's just like time.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-1 deal for me. I'm going to take a walk. I'm also going to make this phone call because I need to make this phone call.
Yeah.
So I do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, sure. I agree with that. I feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in my head about my own bullshit. And so let me see if I can fix somebody else's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it work? Well, the answer is no, because here we are.
Right. I was gonna say no.
I know. I want to say first. So I'm hoping, that if I can just get more connected and more present in my body, I will become more present. That's step 2, is to find ways to be more present in moments. Because I exist in my head so much. If I can get a connection with my body, maybe I can then translate that of being in my body in this room.
So then what is the goal there?
To be aware of life, what's happening around me. Being present in the world, in my home, and just being in this room with you. You know? Just like you know how many times I've had the urge to check my phone? Why?
Really?
Oh, all day. All fucking day.
I thought you meant during these like in these
Twice while we've been recording.
Really?
Yeah.
In these moments.
Because I was going to look something up.
Oh, okay.
And then I was just like, I wonder if that guy from OfferUp wrote me back about the bike. Yeah.
Really?
But yeah.
Okay.
Because but that's why recently I leave my phone in a different room. I often leave if I'm just going to the gym or something, I leave my phone in the car. Not at the gym because I listen to music. If I play pickleball, my phone's in the car, so I'm not checking it. I'm just in between games. I'm just chilling and trying to be outside, and I'm trying to distance myself from my phone more. Phone's poison, man.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I check my phone for distraction or just security blanket.
What's the difference?
Oftentimes when I'm checking my phone, I don't want to be checking my phone, but I don't know what to do with myself if I'm not.
Yeah.
So because I'm in a public setting where I'm not comfortable, again, in those moments of I want to engage, but I don't know how. So like if we're playing pickleball, I will look at my phone because I don't know what to say to anybody else or what they're going to say to me, or that I don't know how to engage in that way.
What if you just say nothing? And if someone says something to you, they do, and if not, they don't.
Yeah,
Why can't that happen?
that can.
But
If I'm looking at my phone, you won't say anything to me. That's what I mean by security blanket.
you want them to say something to you.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You don't know what you want, huh?
Yeah, I think oftentimes checking the phone for me is just I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. I haven't thought about checking my phone the entire time we've been recording. Not once.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I'm able to be present in those moments or like those things, but it's only when I feel awkward. I don't know what to do with myself, so I'll get my phone out. Yeah.
Phone's poison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever be looking at your phone and then you go, I don't want to be looking at this.
I look at my phone and be like, and I'll open or go to like a website or an app. Did my light go off?
Yeah.
Nice. And I'll be like, oh, I just looked at this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll like look it up with like a little of excitement and be like, ooh, let me see what's going on. And be like, I just read that.
Just had this open. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Or I'm refreshing. I'm like, there has to be something new.
Yeah.
There's not. Stop looking at your phone.
Yeah. So
It's terrible.
yeah, fucking phone's poison. I hate it. Shout out to Light Phone. They sent us some phones.
They did.
I'm very excited to try it out, and I'm sure I'll habitually take it out and fuck around on the calculator a little bit every time I need a little escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
For those of you who don't know, the Light Phone is stripped up of all the apps pretty much. Like you can access your email, your text, and make a phone call, and that's pretty much
no
it.
email.
You can't even get Spotify on that
No
thing.
email.
Oh, no email.
No email.
Oh.
Phone, text, alarm.
Yeah.
It has GPS, and then you can, like an old iPod Nano, you can sync like 1,000 songs to it.
Yeah, you have to manually load songs into it.
The only internet it has is for GPS.
It doesn't have a camera.
Nope.
No camera. Yeah, it's
This is not an ad. They are not paying us.
No, we're not paying us. We have some, and we
they sent us a couple to try out, and we're getting them activated. We're going to try them out. But
yeah, I'm excited because again, like
I think they have a new one that has a camera.
Okay.
And also, one thing I love about it is the screen is like it's like a Kindle.
Yeah.
So it works in dark light, like you can see it perfectly.
Yeah.
It's so
the interface is pretty.
The interface is
pretty
like,
fucking
it's
rad.
like Craigslist.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to get the SIM card switched over and start.
But their new one has a camera, and I'm like, oh, does it have a different screen? Imagine looking at a picture on that Kindle screen.
Man, yeah. I'm not interested in the camera in that.
Gotta be terrible, right?
You know what I have been doing?
What?
Taking my camera out.
Yeah, your little foggy pictures look good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took it to the dog park today and got some pictures. And yeah, I think when I am making this time for myself and trying to be intentional, it's going to be things that I like doing like that and that I wish I was doing more. And cost me nothing to take my fucking camera somewhere and get some shots, and it makes me happy. And even though it kind of bleeds over into work a little bit. Like I'm trying to find hobbies that aren't work related, but at the same time, like I like my work. I like doing that shit. So
being creative is fun.
Yeah. So
who do you think's a better photographer, me or you?
I think that you have a better eye.
Thanks, man.
I'm a better photographer. Now.
Yeah, I use my phone.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Thanks, man. I was just fucking around.
I always love your fucking eye. You know that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that today. I was, I thought about this on the foggy morning walk. I was out there by myself, taking pictures, doing whatever. And
I never get invited to go on these.
I had that thought. I said, I said this to myself. I wonder if I can talk Lou into getting a fucking camera and coming on these walks with me.
You don't want that. Have you retired from camera? Have you retired from photography?
Yeah, I want you to get a little camera and so we can go on some outings.
I had a nice camera.
Yeah.
I think I told you this. I don't remember. The reason I don't use a like a regular, like a real nice camera, I use my phone because it has such a big clear screen. My eyes are so bad. If I look through the lens, I can't tell if it's in focus. So it's really hard for me to tell when it's in focus or not.
There has to be a workaround for that. There has to be. I mean,
new corneas?
No. I mean, in the technology side.
Yeah, because when you shoot, do you look through the lens or do you look at the LCD? Yeah.
Yeah, I can view it on the screen.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can tether it to your phone so you can see it on your actual phone. I'm sure that we can.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime I look through and I'm dialing it, I'm like,
really?
It's all blurry. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I thought that'd be fun for us.
That'd be great.
Because there's a bunch of places to shoot where we're going, and
yeah,
I think that'd be fun just to like an afternoon to like, hey, let's go fucking get some shit. Yeah, because I really do like your eye.
Thanks, man. It's really nice. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I think you're very talented as well.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.